All right, welcome back after our small break. Sorry, I also had to get a vape. Also wanted to be able to transition a little smoother out of our last discussion. But JP, what else we got? Let's keep going.
All right. Let's talk about music or songs that remind you of a specific moment
Um, or person, right?
or person.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Jim Croce, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Old time guy. First off, I always start my karaoke night. I'm a huge karaoke fan.
Okay.
When if I'm not ready, like if the drinks haven't hit me fully yet, and I need to get up on stage, like it's my number, my name's been called. I'm going with Jim Croce, Bad Leroy Brown.
Okay.
But that's like something my mom used to jam out to in the car when I was a kid. Now, because I know when I'm jamming out in the car, like my kids are like bopping, we're all bopping. I was bopping as a little kid, so that's where it takes me back. It's like our 3 hour trip up to the mountain house when we used to go with our family, called Bueller's Idlewild. Um, my mom would be fucking jamming to Jim Croce. She'd listen to like Time in the Bottle, Roller Derby Queen, um, Bad Leroy Brown. Um, what's another one? Um, you don't pull on Superman's cape. You don't spin in the wind. And you don't mess up the Lone Ranger. And you don't mess around with Jim. That's another one.
Yeah.
Bangers to me. So yeah, Bad Leroy Brown rips it for me. It's on my gym playlist. Not just because it takes me back to my mom, but if you actually listen to the words, like homie was about that life back in the day. Homie was, I mean, they called him Treetop Lover because he stood so tall. That's legit. Songs that also remind me of certain shit. MGMT. You know who they are?
Yeah.
Electric wheel, baby girl.
Yeah.
That, I think I'm high as fuck every time I listen to that. If I'm being honest. High as shit. That was from like before the Marine Corps, or every 96. Kidding. Uh, yeah, high as fuck listening to that all the time. My year before joining the Marine Corps, when I was in college,
Yeah.
absolutely high as shit listening to that with friends. What you got before I take another one?
Did so I'm very, very, very big into music. Music means a lot to me. So like, there's a lot. Like, every time I listen to like Michael Jackson or Bob Marley, I like right away think of like my dad.
Oh
And like
shit!
sitting on like he used to have this big like 3 foot subwoofers that he used to play music in our house.
Damn.
In, and I used to just sit on top of it
Shake the roof.
and literally just bopping, right?
Damn.
Or like if I think of like if I'm listening to like ACDC or any type of like metal bands, hair metal bands, ACDC, Pink Floyd, Metallica, I think of my stepdad.
Do you think there was somebody that introduced you to like the music of all time? Somebody put you on. I'll give you an example. My brother put me on Beastie Boys.
That was my stepdad, Beastie Boys.
Dude,
so like all that,
holy shit.
yeah. So all that music.
Had I never not known who the Beastie Boys were,
Yeah.
I owe that to my brother. For just being like, yo, check these fools out.
Yeah. So like all that music like is I like attribute to my stepdad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He introduced me to that. Like
So
I used to sit in his truck.
You think that's the tie then? It's like a tribute? I like that you use that word. Like, because when I listen to Bad Leroy Brown, any Jim Croce song that comes on, like it's instant, there's my mom. Like, I owe it to her to listen to this.
Yeah, I guess you attribute it to them. Yeah.
Another one that always comes to mind, my wife loves this one, because I'll tell her, and I'll play it too. Sean Paul, Temperature. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. That was the first time I ever felt a boobie. Ever.
How? Like, was it playing in the background?
I was at a school dance.
And it was playing in the background.
Over the dress boobie feel. But yeah, it was on. I can remember this girl's name. She knows who she is. Haven't talked to her in a long time. Definitely not trying to rekindle the fire. Because I love my wife to death. 12 years married, love you, sweetheart. But my wife knows.
You're very close to getting hemmed up, dog.
That's fine, because my wife knows. My wife understands that song comes on. She'll look at me Because she already knows in my head, I'm looking like I'm looking like all the kids on. Have you ever watched Stranger Things?
Yeah.
When they're getting sucked up by Vecna and they're like, "That's me."
This is perfect. It's for my
or
daughter,
I have like a "That's So Raven."
For my daughter's birthday now, when you guys come over for my daughter's birthday, I'm just gonna play that song and just
you
watch.
You might see me like grabbing boobies in the air, like like by myself in a corner. But no, yeah, that I don't know. That song plays and I instantly back to. I think I was a very respectful kid. That takes me back to like ninth grade formal. To be honest.
Like quick story like that, right?
Now people are gonna pinpoint.
Yeah. Who it was.
Oh fuck. Anyway, don't.
No, but when I was in I had just came in the Marine Corps. I was probably a year in the Marine Corps. I was dating this girl from Georgia. She was in the border of Georgia and Tennessee, Ringgold.
Oh, okay.
And I had went out to see her one weekend and flew out there and everything. And we were like spending the weekend. We were staying at a hotel and everything like that. And then, if anyone knows Ringgold, it's backwoods,
like in the sticks.
Yeah, like I probably should not have been.
Like you.
Yeah, I probably should not have been.
You're not allowed
like,
these parts, boy.
We walked.
People hit you with the hard boy.
Yeah, like we walked into like a Cracker Barrel. And like there was like one black couple, right? And they looked at me like.
And they were like, "Sup?"
They were like, "Sup?" Right? And then every other person there, every other person there was like, "What are you doing here?" Kind of thing, right?
Damn.
No, but like listening, or like that's when I first like heard country and like stuff like that, right? But like listening to some songs, make me think of that time, and then like she was like, let's go meet. I'm gonna introduce you to my dad. I'm like, no, I think that's a bad idea. She's like, no, like, we're going to have dinner in a couple days. Like, I'll introduce you to my dad. Walked into the house. Man sitting on a chair just like you're sitting right now. Reached over, and all I hear is, and I'm like, yep, nope, I'm out. Like, I'm out. Like, there's...
Damn.
It's not happening, dog.
I mean, obviously I'm white. I don't know that feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know that feeling.
It's crazy. I obviously, like...
That's wild.
My background is Hispanic.
I feel bad.
My background is Hispanic, right? But we obviously have African in us with African Americans and the Taino Indians, which is from the Dominican Republic. And
Thank God you're saying this, because if I would have spat out that Hispanic people are also black, I probably would get handbagged.
No, and I'm not.
You'd hear a and it'd be at me on the opposite end. That'd be the first time I ever heard it. But yeah.
Go into that entire historical thing, right? But everyone just right away is like, you're just African American, you're black, that's it.
I think it's more so just, if I'm being real, you're different.
Yeah.
You show up in an area like that where you're not white, it doesn't matter what your background is. It's the fact that you're not white, if I'm being real. I've never experienced that. In fact, like when I went to boot camp, like this brings up like the melting pot of the Marine Corps. Going to boot camp, there was a guy that was next to me in boot camp that didn't know how to not call African Americans the N-word.
Yeah.
And he was a kid just like me, 18. Like, just like me. And just openly said it. And I was so caught off guard because, like, me growing up in Philadelphia area, like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Like, like, I've rarely ever heard anybody ever, like, derogatorily, unless they were singing a song. But I mean, aiming it at somebody, that kind of a word. So, like, when he was like, oh my God, I've never seen so many blank blank in my life, I was like, holy fuck. I was like, where are you from? And I forget where he's from, but I know why he joined. He joined for dental. He had one tooth. He had one fucking tooth. All right, I joined for the challenge, the travel, the education. His recruiting tag, dental.
Yeah.
Homie had one tooth. He needed to work on a lot of things. So anyway, he didn't make it through boot camp.
Jesus.
My senior and my heavy hat, both black gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's failure to adapt. Yeah.
As soon as he ripped it once, that's it.
That's it.
Because you don't have time for that.
No.
You don't have time for that in the Marine Corps. If you're in the Marine Corps and you're still saying shit like that, you're out of control.
Yeah.
Look. You think I don't give a fuck who is saving me. If I'm shot out in the open and I need someone to get me out of the kill zone or out of the X, I don't give a... You think I give a fuck if you're male, female, fat, white, black, skinny,
Wearing white socks.
wearing white socks. Yeah, you think I'd give a fuck if you didn't shave that morning? Get my ass out of here. You think while I'm bleeding out, I'm gonna look up and be like, Marine, where's your haircut? Like,
No, yeah.
no.
There was, even like in high school, there was I was dating a girl, and her dad like legit said like, if you don't stop dating him, I'll disown you.
That's insane to me. That's insane.
Yeah.
Whereas like now I'm a dad of 4 girls,
And you're
a
talking
dad
about,
of 2 girls.
Like my
I've
town
had
is,
buddies rip me jokes being like, oh, like what if a black dude comes home? As long as he treats my daughter nice, I can say the same thing about white guys.
literally.
Some white Marines are horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible individuals. As long as they're treating them with decency, respect, and make them happy, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Even if one of my daughters is lesbian, same rule applies. As long as she is treating you with decency, respect, and makes you happy, I'm down.
Yep.
If they're not doing those things, I don't care who they are. I'm gonna tell them, I don't like you.
Yep.
And it has nothing to do with who you are, where you come from, or what you look like.
It's about
It's about the personality you're bringing to the fucking table. You're not sitting at my table if you're not treating my family with respect and decency. My daughters especially.
Yep.
That's when they'll hear the. It's not about your skin color at that point, homie or homiette,
Yep.
dude or dudette. I'll blow your head off if you're a fucking indecent human. So some music does, and I'm glad that you brought up, like, does that bring out a fear in you?
Mm,
How far do you tie those songs?
No, because I still, like, I'll listen to country music right now.
But like
I
when you're
country
listening to like Morgan Wallen, are you looking over your shoulder?
No, because what's funny is that my
You're looking-
grandfather.
Turn this wine into water under the bridge. You're like, hey. That white guy stood up pretty quick.
No, so it's even like my grandfather is a huge country fan. That's when I first heard country music, was with my grandfather, and he's a huge like influence in my life, right?
Yeah.
I joined the military somewhat because he was in the military. I have the date that he passed tattooed on me and a representation of him on there. He was a huge influence on my life, and he literally has a shirt. I think my sister has it now. That said, if you ain't country, you ain't diddly squat. Like, he was huge, like country fan, and he was.
And he was Hispanic?
No, straight white.
Oh shit.
Yeah, from my stepdad.
Oh shit.
Who are from Ireland and Scotland.
Oh right.
Scottish, right? So.
Oh right.
And what's crazy, right, in his mind. So there was one time me and my wife went back home, and we're hanging out at our beach house, and with our cousin. And we decided to go out, walk down like 2 blocks from on a bar that's like 2 blocks away from the house, called Used to Be's down in Manloca, New Jersey.
Used to Be's?
Yep, the place called Used to Be's, right?
What did it used to be?
A used to be bar.
Yeah, but like.
I don't know. It's just called Used to Be's.
This is gonna drive me batshit. What was it? What was it before? If it's used to be what?
Yeah.
There has to be some. Used to be a McDonald's. Used to be a strip club. Used to be a car dealership. What was it?
I don't know, right?
That's your homework.
But so we went out drinking, right? So we come back. It's literally like 2 or 3 blocks away, so we literally walked. Fun ass night with my cousin, right? And my wife. But after he passed, we're hanging out at the beach house and everything, and we're trying to like obviously forget and kind of like celebrate his life, and we're drinking, kind of talking back and forth. And she let me know, she was like, that night when she came back to the house and walked in, like, he was still up because he was worried, because me being the color that I am with 2 white women, like, he was worried about that because he thought somebody would do something stupid. Right?
Oh shit.
So like that's how much like he cared about us as a family, like us, like as a weird kind of addition to the family, right? The man had an absolute heart of gold. He was an absolutely amazing man. But when I listen to country music, a lot of country music, like I think of him.
Here's the hymn.
Yeah, like Drink a Beer, like the song Drink a Beer.
He would be upset with my choice right now. You said drink a beer, I'm over here like Twisted Tea.
Yeah, the song Drink a Beer.
Papa?
when he passed away and I got the call, like that is like the one song that like kept playing in my head. Like,
damn.
I wish like I could still sit with you on the dock of this bay and just drink a beer with you.
Yeah. No, that's legit.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that you tied that in there. Any other songs that come to mind when you're like thinking about something?
Dude, you think about like the early 2000s songs, and it like legit transports me back to like 7th grade, 8th grade dance, right? Where you got
JP, we are going down. Sorry.
Where you got forced to be like one arm apart, and then all of a sudden like the teacher kind of walked away a little bit, so you got a little bit closer. Like that music like right away transports me back to that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or like I said, like my dad obviously had a big influence on my life with music. My stepdad, a major influence on my life with music. People look at me and they're like, "Wait, you're an AC/DC fan? Like you like AC/DC? You like rock? Like that's kind of weird." Like
I'll tie an album in and then we can move on. But right after my brother committed suicide, the album that released after that was Post Malone's album. Oh my God.
Oh, it's one of his biggest ones. I think I know which one you're talking about.
I think it's like Hollywood's Bleeding, if I'm not mistaken. If you're looking it up.
Probably. Was it? Yeah, I'm looking it up. Hold on.
I know it's got a blue album cover.
Yeah, Hollywood's Bleeding was 2019.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Beer Bongs and Bentleys was 18.
Yeah. So because my brother committed suicide in 19.
Yeah.
So that was literally like a couple weeks out. That whole album was just consistently playing for me. Yeah. Like it just was the timing where I was like listening to those songs, but then I was also grieving like my brother's suicide. So a lot of those songs just tied. They have nothing to do with suicide either, but what they do for me is like that moment in time. Like where was I at? What was I feeling? You know, and I still listen to those songs to this day.
Yeah.
I love Post Malone, but a guy's pop character actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. All right. So we touch on music and what it does.
One more that I want to share.
Yeah. Let's hit it,
dude.
Say something ridiculous too.
No. The Massacre by 50 Cent.
I actually don't know that one.
Yes, you do. It's literally.
Can you play it for us?
Well, I mean, which one? I mean, that's the one where he came out. Piggy Bank, Candy Shop.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Disco Inferno.
Candy Shop.
Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno. Play that. Why can't I not remember that? Oh yeah. No, I do not.
So that album came out in 2005. I was 12 years old, and I remember I got Christmas music or Christmas money, and my mom took me to Kmart to go buy like stuff with my money. And that is the first thing I purchased. That is the first album I have ever purchased.
Oh, because you had the Walkman.
Yeah. I had the CD, right?
CD Walkman, yeah.
I had the CD and I had a leather jacket that I used to have the pocket inside, and that's where I used to put my CD player in, right? Swear to God, right? But I had to get my mom to buy it for me because
it was explicit.
It was explicit.
Wow.
But
that's a throwback idea.
But my mom doesn't know. Like my mom didn't know much, right? Like she didn't really like. She didn't
sure as fuck didn't know you were gonna listen to Candy Shop.
Yeah.
On repeat.
So she like legit bought it for me, right, with my money and everything, and that was the first album I ever bought with my money was Massacre.
I think my first album I ever bought with my money, now that we're talking about it, is Nelly Country Grammar.
That's a good one.
Bro. And so when we talk about that 3-hour trip because my mom obviously had the CD player in her car. Talk about a road trip. My mom was like, all right, well, we listened to the whole Jim Croce. You got anything you want to play? And I ripped in Country Grammar. My mom, I'm talking, dude, my mom was like, what's a street sweeper? I'm like, it's not the one you're cleaning with. It's a fucking shoddy and homie sweeping the fucking streets, bro. We're blasted motherfuckers. All right, anyway. One song I'll never forget, my mom, G Unit. So we talk about 50 Cent. My friends used to die for this. But they would be like, hey, Mrs. Mac. That's what everybody called my mom. 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, a few others. They're part of this rap group. What are they called? My mom knew the answer.
Lloyd Banks, Tony Ayo.
Yeah, my mom knew the answer that it was G Unit. And we'd be like, oh, but what do they sound like? And they used to do the whole G Unit. My mom, swear to God, on everything. Sean Costello, if you ever listen to this, back me up. My buddy used to die at this because my mom would go, June it. June it. Swear to God, by it. My mom, we used to get and we never told her that was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So my mom would openly be like, "Oh, this is June it." Not G-Unit, June it.
Yeah, that's all the music that I was like listening to and everything back in, 04, 05, 06, like 6th, 7th, 8th grade was like G-Unit, when Lloyd Banks dropped his album, his solo album, and then the Snoop Dogg album was a big influence too. Damn, that's a crazy story. What that just reminded me of.
What we got?
But yeah, so that which one? What was that song with him and Pharrell? With Snoop and Pharrell, the biggest song he has.
Look it up.
Jesus, man, how?
Snoop and Pharrell, what a combo. You think about it.
Well, Pharrell is just an absolute.
I used to listen to this one song, Mr. Me Too.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, I'm done. Drop It Like It's Hot.
Oh.
Right. So
Drop It Like It's Hot.
I had that album.
Like it's hot.
I had that whole CD, right? And my mom was at work that weekend, so my sister is in her room. So my buddy who lived 2 floors up, right? So I lived in the first floor of the 3-family house. He lived on the 3rd floor. His mom owned it. So he came down, and we were hanging out in our living room, and we asked these 2 girls to come over, and it was her and her sister, and I was attracted to the girl, and my buddy was like trying to get with my sister.
Yeah.
So we're playing the album, and I just listened to the album. Literally, both of us kissing these girls in the living room, right? Listening to the album. So now that you were talking about it, like with temperature and shit, all with boobies.
What boobies?
Yeah.
But no, and that's what I mean though. Like you can't help those things.
No.
If you have a moment that just sticks out to you, I think music is the best way to bring it out. It's almost like it just, like when it feeds through the ears, it triggers a part of the brain. Like, because sometimes when like people say like they see certain things and that reminds them of something, mine is if I hear something.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I've heard that before. And it ties me to this moment, but no, that's good. G-Unit.
Yeah, music is a huge thing for me. It's definitely a huge thing in my life. So.
What else we got?
All right. So going into the new year, right? One of our buddies is about to have his first kid.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You have 4. I have 2.
Yep.
Right. So we both kind of know where we're going with this, but picking names for kids.
Yeah. Good luck. I feel like all the names in the world are taken, but
obviously, right?
Me and JP actually pulled up a list, right? Because with football season coming to an end, we were talking about like at work we were talking about college draft. What are some guys entering a draft? And then we actually looked up, because we wanted to tie to the names, some of the best college football names, and JP's got the list.
Well, before we start those, right? I think giving a shout out to Key and Peele.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen that sketch?
Yes, where they're like. Jaquavius Landry, fucking
like,
UNLV.
The weirdest.
Those are the greatest things.
That sketch was absolutely awesome. Right?
So actually, can you throw me the phone, because I kind of want to read these as if I was doing the intro with my position. I'm gonna steal this idea from them, but imagine you're watching Monday Night Football and here comes these guys. I'll just give them their college football so that you can find them. Quarterback, Oklahoma, General Booty. Are we fucking kidding?
I don't understand, like, somebody's family's last name is literally Booty, and if your family's last name is Booty, like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect your family or anything, but, like, your family last name is literally Booty. Just change it to ass.
But General Booty, that's a good one. If he's not...
And at that point, like, you have to go with that name, right?
And he's a quarterback. Oh, well, it says breaking. He's changing his position to tight end.
Yeah.
Booty is a tight end?
Yeah. Even better.
Stop. All right, then we got Alabama corner. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yep.
Kool-Aid, as it's spelled on the shelves.
Kool
Dash.
Dash.
AID. Kool-Aid.
What flavor though? Don't say it. Go. You know what? Move on. Move on.
Wait, well,
Move on. Because I know where you're
let's
going.
say it on 3.
Move on.
Let's say it on 3.
No.
I'm willing to risk it all here.
No.
3, or not on 3, but on 1. 3, 2, 1. Grape. Okay, hello. Anyway, moving on. Corner for UTSA. Pig cage. Pig cage.
PIG.
You could have done Mortal Kombat. You could have went with Johnny Cage. You could have went with an actor, Nicolas Cage. But we went with Pig.
Yep.
Pig Cage. These aren't nicknames, by the way, people. These are
No, these are
fucking birth
legit
certificate.
given names.
The coldest Crawford.
The coldest.
The coldest.
Is it the coldest?
DECOLDEST. First name. The coldest.
The coldest.
Storm Duck. Corner for Louisville. Storm Duck.
He should be playing for the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah. Or the Oregon Ducks.
Or the Oregon Ducks.
Boston College defensive end. Shitta Sila. Shitta. First name Shitta. 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 That's my shitta over there. Wide receiver for Buffalo. A little Sean Paul for you. Booby Curry. Booby Curry. I've heard of Booby Miles. Wasn't that from Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, Booby Miles.
You think they were taking the same idea, but they didn't think anything like...
Probably.
How does Booby go with Curry?
Yeah.
Here we go. Tulane wide receiver, Fat Watts.
FAT.
No. He's cool.
P-H-A-T.
He's cool. Yeah, PHATT. Fat Watts.
Oh, God.
This next one kills me. I'm going to do this as if Monday Night Football. Tennessee wide receiver, Squirrel White. Squirrel?
Like straight up squirrel.
Squirrel White. Sweetheart, I can't think of a good name for our son. What's the first thing you think of? Squirrel? Juice Wells, that's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, Juice is not bad. Yeah,
one.
Juice is not bad.
Fish McWilliams, that's not that bad. I have a buddy that we nicknamed Fish. This one goes hard as fuck. This motherfucker probably bodies people. Running back for Colorado, Cavassier Smoke.
My man, Cavassier.
Holy shit. That's probably the most gangster fucking name I've ever heard of.
Past the Cavassier.
If his dad was a black man in the mob, that was his name. Cavassier Smoke.
Yeah.
Mr. Cavassier
You know his parents were listening to Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Then we got 2 great linebacker names. We've got Chief Borders and Steel Chambers.
Chief, you're not passing that border with him.
That's what I said.
He's a
Steel
chief of that
Chambers, lockdown. That man's hitting the A-gap.
Yep,
all day.
lockdown linebacker.
Steel Chambers. What's another good one? Tiger Shanks.
Here, I got one for you. Hold on, let me see the phone.
Are you gonna?
I'm gonna look it up for you here.
If it's something like Hugh Janus.
No. It's.
Hold on, one more. Because there's one more. Where's he at? Here's a good one. Right here. Tight end. This guy is gonna be Jeremy Shockey reincarnated. Because of his fucking name. This guy right here only listens to Kid Rock. Only like the Dudley Boys in WWE. Get the tables, Devon. This motherfucker's fucking shit up. Tight end out of FIU, Rowdy Beers.
Rowdy Beers. Beers, like B-E-E.
Rowdy Beers. B-E-E-R-S. Rowdy Beers. Holy fuck.
Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out.
Straight up, Kid Rock, Jeremy Shockey. This guy, if he doesn't make a career in the fucking NFL...
He's going straight to WWE.
That, or he's just gonna be one of America's troops. My man, Rowdy Beers.
Could you imagine that? Having like a lieutenant?
Fucking Rowdy Beers. You know, like when you're at a retirement ceremony and they're like, Officer of the day today is
Yeah.
Captain Rowdy Beers. Like if I heard that and I'm in the formation, I'm like, fuck. Wake up. Fuck. That's a good one. All right, here you go. Throw on the phone back. See if he's got hands. Oh, he's got hands. Nice. Nice hands, feet. No, so, hey, while he's looking something up, I'll just say, Name your baby what you want. But let's put some fucking thought into how they
You're
tie
not-
together.
You're not gonna be able to say it. But
Are you throwing it back to me?
Yes.
All right.
I think people are gonna know what name I'm talking about. He's a high school kid. I think he goes to college next year.
I can't say this.
Yep. I swear.
I can't.
No
I
way.
actually just saw this.
Yes. How?
He's going to West Virginia.
Yep.
All right.
That's literally his name.
Noah.
No. It's the N word. There's
Yeah,
no ifs about it.
I would throw the K in there hard as hell. I know K's are usually silent.
It's a silent K.
Here, take a look.
Yeah, go watch the video on YouTube because that is it's wild.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, the focus.
Good luck, everyone. Wild. I'll just spell it for the listeners.
Yeah.
So first name's Noah, last name Knigga.
Yep. Dude, how are you?
The comment says announcer's about to be in hell next season.
How are you gonna announce that name?
You don't. You call him only Noah. Pass 40 yards completed to Noah.
Well, he's a
Lead it.
linebacker, dog. A nasty linebacker.
Tackle in the backfield made by Noah. You know the rest.
You know the rest.
Yeah. Tackle by you know who.
Well, you remember that video, right? From Pat McAfee on College Game Day.
Oh, where he said the F word?
No.
Dope, by the way. Pat McAfee is awesome.
What was it? Jesus. Yeah, but there's just no way that you can say that. How?
You gotta... Dude, they have to call him Noah K. That's it.
There's no way.
That, if he joined the military... Because you know in the military, everybody goes by last name.
Yep.
He is strictly first name basis.
Strictly.
That's it. First name basis.
100%.
Hey Noah, you got duty tomorrow. Hey Noah, you got fire watch. Hey Noah, you're on the road. Hey Noah, I need you to run your CFT. You use his last name, you're in a tough spot.
It was the here's the video. It was the Brent Apparel by Milrow that with the acronym LANK, and he was like, let a naysayer know.
Yeah,
and naysayer know.
And he was like,
and Pat McAfee's like, oh buddy, that's not what it stands for.
Yeah.
And they were like all laughing.
I did see that.
No naysayer. It's just you can't. There's literally no way to say it.
God.
And I wonder if there's gonna be
the worst
people.
part is the worst part is he didn't ask for it.
No, that's given him. Well, that's
When
his
they
family name.
Where's his family from? Because if they ever
That's
got
a
off the
good question.
boat from somewhere, that's what they went with. I know, like my family, like my mom's maiden name McInerney, right? That
Yeah.
used to be McCarrick, and then when they got off the boat from Ireland, they changed it to McInerney. I don't know how, but like that one, fuck, you need a name change. That's not even like.
Yeah.
That's
He's
rough.
from Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
Oh.
And that is literally about like,
God.
you know, there's obviously he's only a high school prospect, so like there's not much of like, oh, this is his background, this is where his family's from with the Wikipedia and all that, but like it's about to be, and dude,
That's
just
hard. That is tough.
Absolutely
Like that
hard.
first comment said, announcer's about to be in hell. Cause for real,
yeah,
you can't. That's tough.
absolutely tough.
All right.
All right.
New Year's. Hey, name your baby what you want. Let's put some thought behind these ones. And let's actually maybe we'll start a little poll. I'll say it now. We'll put it out there. What's the best baby name you've heard of? Maybe from someone you know.
Well, so I'll shout out one of my buddies. He was one of my old sergeants. He had 3 daughters. His first 3 daughters. I'm pretty sure it's all he's had. I don't know if he's had other kids. He's back in New York now. Dude, probably one of the best sergeants I've ever had. Sergeant Castillo. He used to be at the I. His 3 daughters, their names start with, so his first daughter is Leilani, I believe, so L-E.
Yep.
Right? His second daughter is Gabriella, or Gabrielle, I'm not sure. Don't kill me, Chicky. So G-A. And then his third daughter is Sidiani or Sidiana. So S-I. Legacy. Legasi. That is his legacy.
Bro, that's the most genius thing I've ever heard of.
It's sick, dude. Absolutely.
Are your kids named after anything?
Yes. So not named after something, but my first daughter, right, Scarlet Ember. So it has the red theme to it, like the red fire theme to it.
Oh, her middle name's Ember?
Ember, yeah.
Okay.
And then my second daughter is Ivy Jade. So the green.
We like that.
Ivy and Jade. And that's really it.
My oldest Ellie is named after the character from the movie Up, which was one of the first movies that me and my wife actually watched together. So yeah, that's where Ellie comes from. Mackenzie was actually supposed to be named Kennedy, but when she was born, she didn't look like a Kennedy, so we just changed on the fly to Mackenzie.
Okay. For
Thea and Malia, the twins, Malia comes from the one character in the TV show on MTV, Teen Wolf. Malia was her name. So that kind of just stuck with me and my wife after we kept hearing it. And then Thea comes from the TV show Green Arrow. That is the sister's name. Her name is actually Thea Queen.
Okay.
So we just kind of kept that. So that's where like our kids' names come from.
You ready for this crazy thing? So my dad, right? My dad is Jose Miguel. That is his first name, right? I'm Joseph, right? My other brother is Jose Antonio. My other brother is Jose Miguel. And then my other brother is Jose Rafael.
Do you feel upset because you didn't make the cut?
No. I am glad that I am not a Jose something.
Oh my god. Damn.
And the only reason...
That's where they get that joke.
So the only
Jose, Jose B, like what's a Hispanic firefighter's name? Jose, Jose B, Jose C?
Yeah. So the only reason why my name is actually Joseph and not Jose is because my mom thought that Jose was Joseph in English. So when we're in the art and everything, she's like, well, he's going to be there. It's going to be easier for these people to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to name him Joseph.
Damn. Man.
Yeah. Absolutely insane.
Speaking of names, actually, because this one cracks me up every time, my wife's dad, he's a junior. So we've got the senior, so my wife's grandfather. Because what I'm about to tell you, this name's been passed.
Yeah.
Nobody thought, okay, let's stop this madness. So we got the grandfather, then my wife's dad, then my wife's brother, and now my wife's nephew. All same name. So we have a fourth, right? Harry Richard Beagle. Harry Dick Beagle. And we've got 4 of them. Nobody
thought of just stopping.
Holy shit. Harry Dick.
Do they call her brother that, though?
Dick?
Yeah.
I'll call him Dick. No, Harry's
hey, Harry Dick.
No, just Harry. Harry. All of them are Harry. And then, like, the youngest one's Little Harry.
Yeah.
But it's funny because her brother actually was Little Harry, and then he had his own, so then that became Little Harry. But, rest in peace to her grandfather and her dad. But, yeah, so now there's Harry, and then there's Little Harry.
You have to continue it at that point, though.
Yeah. So now it just makes me question, like, how much can I get in my nephew's ear? Like, brother, we gotta stop this.
No, you can't. No. You can't stop that family line.
It's too far, too much?
Yes. No, it's too far gone now. Like, if he doesn't do it, it's not cool anymore. Like, he's the 4th.
How far would you let someone carry your name? How many, like...
If I had a boy, I would have fought and my wife was like, no, we're not having a junior. I would have fought my wife to the death.
My wife already knew. When we thought the twins were boys, we only picked up boy names. I won't do the full story, but we only picked up boy names. So we were gonna go with Maverick was gonna be one. Maverick James. After
it's a very basic white name.
Yeah, but we call him MJ. Now that's how we have Malia Joe because we want to keep the MJ thing for real. Maverick James because James was like a father figure of mine growing up.
Yeah.
His first name was James. So anyway, Maverick James Scott, and then we would have done Michael McInerney Scott the second. My wife was already on board. Just knew that's what was gonna happen.
No, we're not having a junior.
Damn. She was afraid of hose D, hose F, hose fucking V.
I would have absolutely fought her to the death for it.
Cause then I wonder, like, how far is it? Like when somebody says on the 7th. You think that's a lot?
That's kind of cool though. I see it as a cool little thing.
I guess it's kind of cool when you start getting the cooler numbers.
Yeah.
When you're the junior, I think that's kind of lame. When
'Cause
you're like
you're not
the
known
third,
as the second.
my buddy, he used to have stitched on his hat. It said Trace, because he was the
He was
third
the
one.
third,
Yeah. Joseph Anthony, and then his last name. He was the third, but now he hasn't had a son yet. He's had 2 daughters. I'm pretty sure his wife is pregnant. Don't kill me, Kels. But yeah, I think she's pregnant. I don't know if people know.
You just
Moving on.
Up. Yep.
Moving on.
Let's move on. All right.
False news. Fake news.
Let's end this with if you could fight anyone in history.
Yep.
Who do you think it could be?
All right. I saw this question last night. I think it's the greatest question I've ever had. Shout out to my buddy Tristan Kyington. I'm giving you the full fucking ownership of this question. If I could fight anybody in history, I took time to sit there and think. Fight anybody in history. So when you hear the word history, you instantly think of like somebody, right? I would square up with Adolf Hitler. Let's see if you're really fucking about it. No troops to help you. I'm doing it for America, right? And all the people, right? That's my historical one.
Okay.
Historical. If I'm talking like a famous person I think I could fight with, I think I'll beat the shit out of Pat Mahomes. I think I would. Street fight, I think I could beat his ass. And I told you I would do this for you because I hate this man. Anybody that knows me and where I come from, I hate this guy. But I think he would kick my ass. Is Pittsburgh Penguins center, longtime great Sidney Crosby. Can't stand him, but I'm going to give him the credit where credit's due. He's probably tough as fuck. He'd probably beat my ass.
He would 100% work you.
Work me? I don't know about that. Beat my ass? Yes. But not work me. He will win the fight, but he won't work me. However, realistically, here we go. Are you ready for this answer?
Yep.
Because this has been cooking. Stashed away thought of 2024. If I could fight anybody right now, because the question actually said, legally fight anybody, I'm beating the fuck out of my wife. Right in the street.
We're about to call her down right now.
She knows. As soon as I read the question out loud last night, I said, it's you. It's you. Legally fight anybody. I'm looking dead ass at the fucking camera. Because I swear to God, she tries me, right? She always is like, oh, I'll beat your ass. And I'm like, I would fucking smoke her. I even explained, my one kiddo had the audacity last night at dinner to be like, what would you do? I'm starting with a fucking right hook out of right field. Bang. And then I think I'm incorporating Marine Corps. I'm dropping the weight. I'm clutching the back of the head. And that's a knee. Toxic masculinity right here that I'll beat my wife's ass outside. Legally, because the question said legally. Would I ever actually do these things? No, don't get all, we heard him talking about beating his wife. No, I would never do that. But the question was, if I could legally fight anybody in history, I'm fucking fighting my wife. Far too long. Far too long has she been talking that shit.
Is it crazy that there's like probably a lot of husbands that are going to listen to this and be like, damn, dog, he's right. If I could fight my wife right now.
Dude, because like, you're not even concerned, like, fighting a celebrity, what's that really going to do for me?
Yeah.
Jake Paul fights enough of them.
Like, I absolutely love this woman. I would do everything for her. I would go to the deaths and
but
fucking
she fucking pisses me off more than anybody ever. I talk about like, oh, dude, I'll beat my boss's ass. Straight up. We've all said it. We've all been there like, oh, dude, I'll fuck somebody. Or like, even if you get cut off on the road. I did like a little reel about this the other day. Somebody cuts me off, I'll beat their ass. But like, what's that get me? If I had the legal opportunity to straight up, my wife's outside, she's even like ready to go. She knows what's happening. I'm not talking about some cold cock shit. I'm talking we're squared the fuck up. I am gonna fucking fight my wife. I'm gonna beat her ass. Kids won't watch because it's gonna be gruesome. Gruesome. No, but for real, far too long does she talk that shit. If I hear one more small dick joke from her, it's on.
It's on. It's 4 kids and she's still taking it. So.
Can you look this up real quick? I heard there's a state law in North Carolina. Now, this is not saying that I'm going to go do this, because we live in North Carolina, that on Sundays at the courthouse steps, you can beat your wife. Shit you not.
I don't know if it's here or Georgia.
Or Texas, probably.
It was Not Discouraged. It used to be Not Discouraged, but it was like, let me see. State laws where you can beat your wife. Dude, one of the questions is, when did it become illegal to beat your wife?
Holy shit.
I don't know, dog. Like, ever?
But that, yeah, obviously, like, all jokes aside, I would never hit my wife. JP would never hit his wife. We never hit, like, a girl in general.
Dude.
Actually, wait, hold on. Because I've seen videos before where people are actually legitimately defending themselves, and they just happen to fucking catch somebody slipping, you know what I mean? Like, you ever seen the one of the girl on the bus that starts hitting the dude with the bag? They've made tons of fucking edits about it, memes about it, shit like that. And the dude just straight up uppercuts her.
Yeah.
But, like, unpopular opinion maybe, depends on who's listening, but she was kind of asking for it. How long is someone going to sit there and just be hit with something?
Okay, it's South Carolina, not North Carolina.
Oh.
So I'm going to just make sure that M doesn't go with you to, like, Buford.
Damn. Two New Year's ago, I missed my opportunity.
So it's, I guess they haven't found it where it officially is on the books, but the urban legend goes that a man can beat his wife only on Sundays on the courthouse steps and only with a stick.
See, I don't think that's fair. We gotta add the weapon.
Yep. And then
I'm talking straight up
in
hand.
In Tennessee, it is legal for more than 8 women to live in the same house, because it would be considered a brothel.
So does that mean if I had a family?
You're at 5 right now, so you're getting close.
5 women, I'm a half a brothel.
Yep.
Dude, we love our math here. Our math today has been on point. So, dude. So, here's a math question. This is the last thing, we'll end it with this. My math question to everybody out there is, Mike has 1 wife, 4 daughters, and needs 8 to start a brothel. How many girls is Mike away from having a brothel? There we go.
Done now.
That's my question.
We're done there.
Yeah, we're done there. So, hey, whoever's got the answer, send it to us. We know what it is. But anyway, hey, again, great episode. We went through we went on a little trip. This was a good one, though. A little journey, a lot of fun. We tied in some sports. We tied in some men's mental health. We talked about gender roles a little bit. We talked about toxic masculinity and how it affects somebody. We talked about music and what vision it brings to our ears in reality, or what the music brings to us. We talked about fun names. We talked about New Year's resolutions, what goals we have lined up, and how maybe we can help each other as a community build on those goals and not to neglect anybody's goals. And then we also talked about the fight of the fucking century, me versus my wife. Live, pay-per-view. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually only $5 to come watch. All proceeds go towards the podcast as well. But yeah, it's tomorrow. But hey, all jokes aside, thanks to those listening again. This is another new episode, another fun time. We'll come up with a cool title for it, but stay tuned for more. Please keep listening. Please keep sharing. You're helping us bring those stashed thoughts to light. And yeah, we'll see you again.